Once upon a time, in a busy market, there lived a man with his wife and son. He had a shoe shop to support his family. The son, due to his timid nature, was often considered foolish. Many people took advantage of him, and as a result, he had no friends or dreams. He spent his days quietly helping his father in their small shoe shop and returned home in silence. His father would get disappointed and scold him because of his fearful behavior. The boy was broken from the inside, used to staying quiet and silently enduring every insult. It had just become a habit. Now he had grown into a young man. One day, his father gave him some money and sent him to the market. On the way, a few boys threatened him and snatched the money. The young man couldn't say a word and simply returned home. When his father found out, he angrily said, "Why are you always afraid of everyone? Will you live your whole life like this?" Though his father's anger was justified, those words pierced the young man's heart. That night he quietly left, alone, with no anger, no tears, just empty thoughts. Sitting by the river in the darkness of night, he thought, "Am I really worthless?" and was about to jump into the river when suddenly a voice said, "Those who run from life often fail to understand themselves." He turned around and saw a wise old monk standing there. His eyes were calm, filled with wisdom. The young man, angry, asked, "Why did you save me?" The monk simply said, "Come with me." He took the man to the place where he did meditation. Then the young man explained how his shy and nervous behavior made his father hate him. He had no education, and people considered him foolish. The monk said, "I have a solution to your problem. Just follow my instructions for 3 days." The boy was confused, but agreed to listen to the monk. The monk gave him a task. Go meet some strangers and just listen to their pain without judging them. The young man went. Someone told him a painful love story. Someone shared their suffering due to poverty, and an old man spoke of his loneliness. Through this task, he even made new friends. That evening, he returned and said, "I thought only I was in pain, but everyone carries some hidden sorrow." The monk smiled and said, "Everyone feels their pain is the greatest, but in this world, many carry burdens heavier than ours." On the second day, the monk gave another task. "Today, you have to teach something to a group of students." The young man said, "What can I teach?" "I don't have any knowledge." The monk replied, "Whatever little you know, just share it." This time, he had more confidence than before. He taught the children about the importance of water. The kids were happy. That evening, he said, "I didn't think I could teach something, but now I know I can." "Oh," the monk replied, "you do have knowledge, but within you, there is nervousness and shyness that you must overcome." Now came the third and most challenging task. The monk said, "Now go back, look your father in the eye and say only one thing, 'I need one chance.'" The boy was shocked. "No, I can't do it. He'll scold me again." The monk stayed silent, then said, "If you get scared of this final task, you will not understand my lesson. You can stay, or you can grow." After some thought, the man made up his mind. He reached near his house, went to his father. At first, his eyes were lowered. Then slowly he looked up and said, "I was wrong. I was scared. But I want to learn. I need one chance." His father saw the change in his son, and trust reignited in his heart. Now, the young man opened his own footwear shop. Then, the young man returned to the monk and asked for the secret to success. Monk smiled. "You have already discovered it yourself. Your biggest enemy was not your shyness. It was your fear. People see you as you present yourself. Even if you feel weak, act confident, and no one will doubt you. True strength comes from believing in yourself. With tears of gratitude, the young man bowed before the monk. I understand now. I will not let fear control my life anymore. I will prove to the world that I am capable. Years later, that same young man became a respected businessman known for his wisdom and confidence. Confidence is not something we are born with. It's something we build. Even the shyest person can become strong by believing in themselves. Fear and self-doubt limit us, but courage and small steps forward can transform our lives. The world sees us as we choose to present ourselves. So believe in yourself